Marissa, I'm currently outside the house, but you're free right now, right?
What? Oh, did you leave the house, Michaela?
Come on, I'm 27 and I know there's an age gap between me and my husband who's 43. I heard that he had a single sister who was 1 year younger than him. So I was prepared to live with a sister-in-law who was older than me, but...
What's your point?
I never thought you'd be such a failure. Are you seriously 15 years older than me, but unemployed and still single?
Do I look like that much of a failure to you?
I mean, you never do anything, right? It's the afternoon of a weekday, but you've got no plans.
I mean, I guess right now I have nothing to do, but I have to prepare for my trip to America, so it's not like I'm always not doing anything.
Are you sure you need to go to America?
What do you mean?
I'm telling you not to go.
Huh?
It'll cost a lot of money, right?
Well, I guess I have to pay for the airplane tickets and stuff, so it will cost some money, but...
Don't you think that's not something an unemployed person can just do without the permission of others?
It's true that I'm not working currently, but I explained that and also why I was living in my parents' house when you moved in, right?
You did tell me, but it's not a reason to go to America.
Even if you say that, I can't just not go.
Oh my god, I didn't text you to talk about this. I wanted to tell you to do all the household chores if you got nothing to do.
I don't mind doing the chores, but you're the one who's going to make tonight's dinner, right?
Just do it for me, will you? I'm busy unlike you. I know it's my turn to make dinner today, but I don't have the time for it. You have no right to complain when you've got nothing to do anyways, while I, on the other hand, am busy.
Fine, I'll make the dinner for tonight.
Well then, I need to go now, so bye.
Good morning, Marissa.
Good morning, Gaston.
I'm gonna finish work with my work in Italy today, just like planned.
I see. Thanks for your work.
Oh, thanks. So, I'll ask you again just in case. Did you get airplane tickets for next week, Tuesday? There's no need to change the date, right?
Yep, it's fine. I'm done with almost all the preparation already.
I see. So, just as planned then. I'll go to your house on Tuesday morning and greet your family as well.
Alright, I'm looking forward to it.
On the other hand, though, you said that your brother who owns a business married a woman named Michaela? Who's 27 years old, right? And that she's living with you guys.
Yep, she moved in 3 months ago. Apparently her parents already passed away, and the two of them suddenly married without our families ever meeting.
Did you ever hear where she graduated university?
Oh, she mentioned that she went to the same university as you, K University.
Does she have a mole under her left eye?
Yeah, she does. Do you two know each other?
Unless this is just some sort of coincidence and this Michaela is a different person, then yeah, we knew each other in university. This feels like it could be trouble. Maybe we were lucky I was relocated to America.
What's the matter?
Sorry, I want to contact your brother-in-law and tell her something about Michaela first. I'll tell you about it later. It'll be best if I'm just making a mistake, but...
This sounds important. Got it. Just tell me about it later.
That reminds me, it's been 3 months since I got married and moved here.
Oh, it's already been that long?
You're still unemployed, right, Marissa?
Yeah.
So, when are you gonna get a job?
Probably a bit later in the future. Now is not a good time to look for a job.
Huh? You're 42 and still think that's how you think? Don't you think that's a bit problematic?
Well, you say that, but I don't know what kind of jobs there'll be over there, so...
What? Will you stop talking nonsense? Oh, never mind. I don't think this is impossible.
What's not possible?
I am biologically unable to live with you anymore, so please leave.
Huh? I already told you this multiple times, but I'm leaving for America next week, so...
Huh? You're talking about your trip to America again? I already told you I'm not going to let you waste my money on a trip. If you got the time to prepare for such things, then why don't you find a job? Hurry up and get a job so you can leave this house.
Michaela, you're telling me not to go to America anymore and instead find a job? Do you know how difficult that will be for me?
What part of that is difficult? It's easy. Just don't waste money on a trip to America and get a job so you can provide us with money. You don't have to get a full-time job immediately. It's fine if you work part-time or as a dispatch worker. It's a lot better than just being unemployed, right?
Michaela, did I phrase what I just said poorly?
What, you still have excuses?
When I said I'm going to America, I didn't mean that I was going on vacation.
What?
I'm going to be moving there, which means that I'm also going to be leaving this house. That's what I intended to say, but...
Huh? You're moving there? To America? Even though you don't have a job?
Didn't I tell you when you moved in? My fiancé is being relocated to America by the company he works for. So I quit the job I already had to go with him. I lived in a company-owned apartment while I was working there, so I had to move out when I quit. So I was going to live here at my parents' house until I moved to America.
What? You're so delusional. You're 41 but have a fiancé? Jesus, at least tell me a more believable lie.
It's not a lie.
Do you have proof?
Ask my brother or my parents. They'll all tell you that I have a fiancé. They've met him already, so that's enough proof, right?
What? But I don't want to do that. It'd be like I was playing along with your fantasies. Ew.
Then do you want me to send you a picture of him?
It could just be you and some other acquaintance, so that wouldn't count as proof.
Then why don't you wait until next Tuesday when I leave for America? He's going to be coming here to pick me up and greet my parents.
Huh?
Me moving to America is neither a fantasy nor a lie. Whether you believe it or not, I'm soon going to be leaving this country.
Ew, are you getting mad at me since you couldn't prove it? You're so pathetic.
We're leaving next week Tuesday. You'll be able to meet him then. The two of us are going to head to the airport after that, so send us off, okay?
What? Were you actually being serious? This can't be true. Your fiancé is Gaston?
I was prepared for there to be a scene when you saw him, but I didn't expect you to be that surprised.
What's the meaning of this?
You were both in the same club at university, apparently. You had already graduated when you were a student there, but he was a sort of coach who sometimes visited the club, right?
Why? He said no when I said I wanted to go out with him. Why is an unemployed old woman an elite businessman who works for a foreign firm? There's no place where you two could have met no matter how you think about it.
I was an employee at one of their client companies.
What? What are you talking about? Weren't you always unemployed and lived in your parents' house? You couldn't get married until you were past 40, and you have no children. So it's only natural to think that there was something off about you. Why would Gaston go out with such a woman?
Michaela, you really don't listen to what other people say, don't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I told you about my situation when you married my brother, right? I'll skip the part about me quitting my job to go with my husband, who was relocated to America. Since I already told you about that recently, but I already got married once, but got divorced because my ex-husband cheated on me.
Huh?
Me and my ex-husband had a child who's now 19 years old.
You have a son?
He now goes to university in America, so there was no time for me to introduce you to him since you got married with my brother so quickly. There are 4 main points to what I just told you. I have a fiancé who's been relocated to America, and I quit my job to go with him. I'm only living in my parents' house until he finishes his work here in Italy and we move to America. I've already been married once but got divorced. And finally, I have a 19-year-old son who goes to a university in America. I thought I told all this to you already.
No way.
I mean, we're going to America today, so don't bother us from now on. Oh, and it seems like my brother has something important he needs to tell you. You should probably focus on that instead.
What?
Goodbye.
Wait, what was that about my husband? Marissa, please give me Gaston. I didn't think my husband would find out about my $70,000 of loan. He scolded me about it and made me sign her divorce papers. But if we get divorced, I won't be able to pay my debt back. So give me Gaston instead. Please, Marissa. It's not fair for you to have Gaston, who makes $120,000 a year, all to yourself. Of course he'd rather be married to me, who's only 27 years old, than an old woman in her 40s. Fine. Why don't we make a compromise? I'll be married to him only until I pay back my loan. And after that, I'll divorce him and give him back to you. What do you think? Marissa, I'm making such a good deal for you. Why don't you reply? At this rate, I'll never be able to pay back my loan.
My brother was never really interested in women, but one day he was suddenly approached by Michaela and she pushed him enough that they got married soon after. Michaela didn't tell my brother about her loan, probably because she wanted to use my brother's money in secret to pay it off. Gaston was the one who told him about her debt. There was a time when Michaela was making repeated attempts to start a relationship with Gaston, but she was so insistent with her approaches that my husband got a little suspicious and did some investigation, which is when he found out about her huge debt. He confronted Michaela about this, and after that stopped trying to approach Gaston. By some strange coincidence, the two met again that Tuesday. All her secrets were now exposed, and even though she wasn't forced to pay an alimony, rumors started to spread as to why she got divorced. Since my fiancé has quite a few connections in the region, no man would approach her after that since they knew she was dangerous. Having no other choice, Michaela found a job in a brothel and now works every day, paying off her debt little by little.